Peace, everyone. Peace, everyone. It's your boy, it's your man, Amiel Burgess, aka the Spiritual Chef, aka united uniquely with all the light bearers of this planet called Earth. Cooking up progress through a process that leads to results. Woo-sa. Inhaling that love, that life force for that internal cooking. How we doing out there in the ethers? It's a beautiful day in Zamunda. Yes, it is. Today I want to talk to y'all about generational curses. Yes, deep subject. Generational curses. What are generational curses? Well, generational curses are things that have been going on through your lineage, through your past grandfather, grandmother, cousins, relatives that have been going on, going back farther than you can probably even name. And what happens is, because we are spiritual beings living a human experience, our job is to come down here and learn lessons. But when we're in duality, so with karma, if you so believe in it, there's good and there's bad, and so when you do things that are not of the light of prosperity and righteousness, then you come back. If you don't take care of it and make amends for it in that lifetime, you have to come back. And because we are all connected through DNA, through our ancestors, I mean, you can't have your father smile without having some of his other attributes too, and some of his karma. And so when you have that, you have lineages that have certain karmas that haven't been fulfilled through a person's lifetime, and it get passed on to generations. You know what I'm saying? And so it's important that, one, you do some real deep soul searching on some of the things that you got going on in your life. Sometimes we think, people think it's a coincidence, you know what I'm saying? But everything in life is orchestrated by the higher powers of the universe, you know what I'm saying, and your higher self. So it's important that we look at some of the repetitive things that we do on a everyday, year to year basis, and understand that we have to break some of these generational curses. Like, part of my family, the way we eat is a generational curse. You know what I'm saying? Hypertension. You know what I'm saying? That those things are passed down through the DNA. So becoming a better eater in our family is very important. I mean, shoot, that's vital for everybody's family, but that's just one example of something that could be passed down. Birth trauma, you know what I'm saying, could be passed down. Maybe your grandmother, your great grandmother remembered her birth when she was a baby. Like, it's possible for people to remember what it felt like, what it was like coming into your mother's womb, being in your mother's womb. You know what I'm saying? Leaving the womb to come into this 3D dimensional world. And sometimes it's very traumatizing to folks because you are a spiritual being, a heavenly body, living a human experience. And that can be tough on people sometimes. So why do I bring up generational curses for today in this video is because it's what keeps a lot of people from succeeding in life. A lot of times your generational curses are some of the reasons why you don't get what you want to get. You get the blockages. And it's important that we take these so-called curses seriously in life. You understand what I'm saying? Because it will help you move forward in not only your spiritual growth, but your daily activities and lives. So a part of something that I have is I have an altar. That is an essential part of breaking these curses because, one, you need to have communication to understand what's going on with you, and you need the power of what altar brings in order for you to help not only get these messages but break these curses You know what I'm saying? So it's important that you have an altar in your house. And I know for a lot of people, it's difficult because some people follow different religious, religious practices, and so I would say that getting getting a white candle, if you will, keeping it in the house, praying to your ancestors, um, putting food on the table for your ancestors, meditating in front of that those pictures and that candle is very important. Another thing too with that, and I won't get too far into altar work and stuff like that, but when you're doing that, if you are going to buy a candle from the regular bodega store, regular store, make sure you take off the the sticky that they have with the price and everything, because it shows but ownership, prior ownership. So you want to take that, rub that off, clean it up nice, wash it off with some cold water, put it back on your table, and you want to make sure that you build a connection with the unseen world. You know, the misnomer of this is our finite body and this is only us is not true. So I advise that y'all get a connection, because if when people get successful, right? They say, I want to honor the people that came before me, that paved the way. We do that for celebrities, we do that for the living folks, but we don't do that for the folks that came before us. Somewhere there was a slave who became free and got a wife and started a lineage that helped bring you into this world. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere down the line, there was people that helped put you in the position that you're at. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that we show reverence to our ancestors. But generational curses are one of the main reasons why people don't have the success that they want in their lives. And it's important that we take time out to pay attention or to investigate, search, and find out, why is these things keep happening to me? Why do I keep finding the same type of spouse? Why is it that I went through these issues as a kid, and now my kid is here and my kid seems to be going through the same type of issues that I went through? A lot of times it's because there are generational curses and things that's in your bloodline that need to be relinquished, set straight, if you will, made amends to. And when you do that, and when you make those amends, and when you pay that karma, you actually relieve yourself of that pain. Then it not only helps you, it not only helps your future kids, your kids if you have any, or future kids, but it actually helps your ancestors on the other side of the veil. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that we take a look at that. I hear people on the internet say that a lot of times, but if I ask people how many of y'all have altars, or how many of y'all burn ancestor money, GAM, a lot of y'all would probably say no. A lot of y'all would probably say y'all don't know what it is. And so it's important that you get educated on these things, because these things will help you in the long run. These things will lift the burdens that you have in your life, and give you newfound strength and vigor to be the best version of yourself. If you do, if people that follow me, people that are on my Facebook page, if you do have questions and you don't know anything about it, you can always inbox me and stuff, or you can always write a comment at the after this video, after you finish watching this video. But yes, it's definitely something to take a look at. It's definitely something to be aware of, and not just to say it because it's cool, but because it's something that needs to be done in order for you to have success. And so I'm gonna give you a sneak. I don't know if I could do it. Let me do it right now. I'll give you a sneak preview look at what my altar looks like. All right? Quick preview. And so that's a little quick preview. I hope I got it there. I had to flip it. This camera thing is crazy. But, it's important that you pay respect to the people that came before you, and you get rid of these things called generational curses, because if you don't, then they go to your kids. And if they don't, it goes to theirs. And so it's best that we do what we can to do today, so we don't have to worry about it and our kids don't have to worry about it tomorrow. It's your boy, Amiel Burgess, the spiritual chef. Bright moments. Peace.